From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Dennis's Heating and Air Conditioning is Northern California's premier heating and air conditioning contractor. From residential housing, large commercial projects, installation to repair, sheet metal fabrication, and everything in between, we are your go-to heating and air conditioning specialist.
Well, overcast skies and, of course, showers are really going to be increasing here as we take you throughout the day today. Looking at it a little bit earlier today out at Lake Oroville, North Forebay. There you can see it looks like there was a raindrop on the lens there. Of course, you can also see those overcast skies. The wind's not too terribly strong there yet, although they may be picking up here later on this afternoon. There's a look at Trinity Center. And looks like the lake off in the distance there. You can see some of the clouds and, of course, looking at more rain here as we take you throughout the afternoon as well. Taking a look at Lassen Park. This is the South Park entrance. A lot of those low clouds still just kind of hovering in the area. It's still going to take a while before any of that precipitation does make its way to Lassen Park here later on this afternoon, and probably even closer to the late afternoon to even early evening hours. So storm number 2, it's pretty much moving through as we speak for parts of Northern California with gusty winds, but not as strong as the winds we saw with the last storm. Snow levels still fairly high and are expected to stay above about 5,000 feet. Now, the winds, as I mentioned, can be pretty strong in some areas. We saw them especially this morning along the coast. Now, this wind advisory is in effect until 4 p.m. today, and for central Siskiyou County until 7 p.m. today. Now, I still expect to see some breezy, borderline windy conditions elsewhere. As you can see here, we take you through the afternoon. The winds actually start to die down for the areas where we do have the advisories, but also a little breezy for some of us in the valley, and also for some of those mountaintops here in the eastern mountains by 6 p.m. today. Now we take you into your Saturday, and we're seeing those winds die down significantly, most likely below 10 miles per hour in most cases. So this is not a major wind event by any stretch of the imagination, but of course the winds are certainly being felt in some areas. Low pressure off to our north and west, a nice stream of moisture pumping into Northern California. That's what's going to give us the heavy rainfall. This is a slower moving storm system, so as a result, we're going to be looking at more rainfall out of it. But we also can't rule out some isolated thunderstorms. Earlier this morning, off the coast over the ocean, there were some lightning strikes. So there is enough instability within the storm to possibly produce a few lightning strikes, especially in the areas in green here, but we certainly can't rule out some activity here even east of that as well. But overall, the main story will just be the rain, not necessarily thunderstorms. So you can see here as we take you through the afternoon, through 6 p.m., this all just pushes eastward, and we're seeing periods of moderate to heavy rainfall. Snow is the darker shades of blue, and by the way, when you get into the darker shades of blue, that's heavier snowfall. So some pretty good snow over some of the higher elevations, say above 6,000 to 7,000 feet. You have to go up that high before you really start seeing that significant snow. But you can see behind it, even though there still are some scattered showers, things are starting to kind of wrap themselves up a little bit here. Now we go to 11 p.m. tonight. Now again, the heavier snowfall over the northern Sierra and southern Cascades and those higher elevations. Otherwise, looking at that rain, kind of pretty heavy at times, especially as you can see out in Plumas County, but doesn't look to be quite as heavy for Modoc or Lassen County for that matter. And we still have behind it some unstable air, and that's going to continue to bring us a potential for some scattered showers Saturday morning, and then even into Saturday noon, still some scattered showers, and you'll notice we're just not seeing as much activity as we go late in the day on Saturday. So the main event is today, and then some leftover off and on scattered showers here and there, and quite honestly, it may even be a bit drizzly out there through the day on Saturday as well, so I wouldn't count on things drying out a whole lot, or should we just say I wouldn't count on it to be entirely dry for Saturday. Now Sunday, look at this. We still have some lingering moisture rotating around the area of low pressure that's down to our south. So it will continue to feed in some of that moisture, keeping us under the mostly cloudy skies and keeping a slight chance for a few showers. But really, for the most part on Sunday, things are starting to wrap themselves up. Now, looking at the future rainfall totals, this is basically just your estimates. I'm expecting anywhere from 1 to maybe even close to 2 inches of rain. Latest forecast models look like they are backing down a bit on the overall intensity, but we still expect to see at least about the same amount, if not more, of what we saw with the last storm system. All right, winter weather advisory is what we have for the areas in purple here to the east. This is going to be maybe a bit of a moving target. We may see more alerts here after I record this, but you get the idea. There's going to be snow. You saw that on Futurecast and some of that heavier snowfall. Now, I've got snow levels mainly above 5,000 feet, but the more significant snow, you're going to have to go about 6 or even 7,000 feet. So yeah, pretty high in elevation where we are seeing this winter weather advisory. As far as the road conditions are concerned, as we take into the afternoon and evening, the main concern at this point will be on Highway 3. So here's Weaverville, Highway 3 up to Etna. There's Scott Mountain Pass. We could be looking at the potential for some snow up there. We've seen it with the past storm, not out of the question with this one either. Still just mainly green east of that, but that will most likely change later tonight and into tomorrow. So once again, here is Highway 3. There's some of the snow that we could possibly see late tonight, early tomorrow morning on Scott Mountain Pass. Also, here's Cedar Pass on Highway 299. Looks like we do have some snow there. And we also have some snow between Aden all the way down to Susanville. And you can see Highway 44. This is kind of the Bogard Ranger Station area. And looks like we are seeing some snow there as well. Looks like as we take it towards Chester, looks like mainly in the form of rain, but there you can see Lassen Volcanic Park. Yeah, I mean, plenty of snow there. You're getting up into some of the upper elevations there. All right, let's take a look at Futurecast through next week. All right, so we start with New Year's Day here. And you can see it's dry. So a dry start to your new year. But by Tuesday, we see the rain begin to move in. Snow levels are expected to drop slightly on Tuesday. Notice we have more snow, more blue on the map here. I've got snow levels down to as low as 4,000 feet by the time we go into Tuesday night and into Wednesday. So that is significant because that would mean we have better chances for that accumulating snow even at the base of the ski park. But there you can see by Friday, maybe another system pushing through. It's very weak. Looks like better chances as we go into a week from Saturday. So a week from tomorrow, this is what it's looking like. And once again, we're seeing some cooler air associated with this, which would mean lower snow levels. Bottom line is this. The timing, the intensity of what we expect to see here for next week, I can guarantee you that's going to change. But what I am seeing that's becoming a bit more promising, and I'm seeing it kind of widespread throughout the long-range forecast models, is the colder element to these storms, which would mean lower snow levels and better chances of getting that snow out at the ski park, hopefully getting us closer and closer to that opening date. But in the meantime, we just have to kind of watch and wait and hope for the best. Here are your wave heights for today. They're still fairly high. It just seems like we just can't get rid of these waves. But the good news is we're finally starting to see them begin to drop. Lower wave heights by the time we get into your Saturday. All right, so let's take you through the rest of the day today. The rain will increase later on this evening into tonight off into the eastern mountains. Otherwise, the main event is today. By tomorrow, yes, it's going to be mostly cloudy. It may even be drizzly out there for some of you, kind of that persistent drizzle throughout the day, but overcast skies, but still mild. I mean, it's not going to be too terribly cold. Snow level's still fairly higher as well. So there you can see, of course, the overcast skies on Saturday. Now, I kept the slight chance for a few passing sprinkles or light showers on Sunday, but we're really kind of wrapping things up with this series. By New Year's Day, it's completely dry, and then we do have some more wet weather entering the picture by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Looking at your 7-day outlook for the North Coast, there it is. Of course, off and on chances for rain for the next 7 days. Temperatures really not changing much, staying in the low to mid 50s inland, upper 40s to low 50s for Trinity County.